Let me tell you, nobody in our neighborhood saw it coming 1 minute. It's just after 2 in the morning, and every single security feed goes black, garage doors are dead, motion lights stuck, alarms won't reset, and the folks who actually get up to investigate find the whole system fried like a bug in a zapper. You know what's worse? This all goes down in the middle of an active police chase right after someone knocks over the bank at the corner and not a single cop, not a neighbor, not even the HOA president can figure out what happened until the sun comes up and the mess is already done. Now, if you want to know who's behind it, look no further than our HLA president, Karen. While we're all dealing with malfunctioning doors and frozen feeds, Karen is up on her social media, grinning like she just saved humanity, snapping selfies in front of my house. And why my house? Because she just finished painting my solar panels, the ones that run the entire neighborhood's security grid, a very stylish shade of beige. Not even kidding. She took it upon herself to beautify the block by covering every last panel in latex, completely unaware that she just killed the only thing standing between us and whatever might be waiting on the other side of those fancy new gates she loves so much. When my backup system started shrieking, I bolted out of bed and checked the server solar input, 0, grid offline. My first thought? Maybe another bird roasted itself again, but the roof cam told a different story. The paint job was fresh, roller marks still visible, time-stamped right after midnight. The footage, oh man, you have to see it to believe it. Karen, in full leopard print leggings, sunglasses at night, visor hat, humming what I swear is a mashup of opera and 80s pop, going at those panels like she's painting the Mona Lisa. And if you think that's just HOA-level vandalism, think again. This wasn't just about my house, not by a long shot. 5 years ago, after a string of break-ins, the HLA signed off on a community-wide solar-powered security system. Nobody knew which house the panels were on seemed safer that way, but it all ran through my place. And I built the thing for peanuts because I actually cared. Every camera, every light, every alert, all powered by my panels. Now, in the space of a few hours, Karen's reduced all that to a really expensive rooftop art project. My phone blows up. Officer Grant wants footage of the chase. Delgado's stuck in his garage. Dogs are escaping. Sprinklers are flooding lawns, and Karen is online racking up likes for her neighborhood improvement post. She's tagging the HOA and using hashtags like beautification. You can't make this stuff up. So, I march over to her place at dawn. Not angry yet, just stunned. She answers in this ridiculous robe, hair set, smiling like she just won the lottery. Before I can say a word, she starts lecturing me about how my panels were an eyesore, how the dark color clashed with the approved palette, and how she took initiative to improve property values. She really believes she's the hero here, the savior of the block. I tell her, point blank, those panels power the security grid. Her face twitches, but she shrugs it off, says I'm exaggerating, just a few personal toys up there. I show her the video, the paint, the whole show. Suddenly, she's denying, then attacking, claiming the HOA never authorized my setup, and if it exists, it must be illegal. I tell her I've got the contract signed by the old board. She just smiles, good luck finding it. That's when it hits. Mesh didn't do this for aesthetics. She did it because she wanted control. Neighbors start showing up, phones in hand, furious their security feeds are dead, garage doors jammed, cameras out. Karen tries to spin it, insists she's protecting home values, but by then, everyone's ready to riot. I call for a meeting tonight. HOA building, bring your questions, I'll bring proof. In my basement, I go for the contract folder gone. Instead, a neat little letter says the solar initiative was canceled, no longer HOA business. No signature, but it looks official. No one else has access to that cabinet. Now, it's not just about Karen's midnight vandalism. She's covering something up, and it's big. I dig deeper, pull old backups. Thank God I'm paranoid. I find a digital contract, signed, time-stamped, everything legit. Old board, payments, full authorization. Karen stopped those payments the minute she took over. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment move. This was years in the making. When Nora, the treasurer, left suddenly, it all made sense. She was squeezed out. I tracked down Phil, the old vice president, and he remembers it all. Not surprised at all about Karen's sabotage. He tells me she's been pushing for a safer-looking neighborhood, arguing visible security makes us look like a prison. She wants hidden control, and she's been gunning for this for years. We agree to bring all our evidence. That night, the HOA meeting is packed standing room only. Karen struts in, puts on a show slideshow, before and after photos, her arms wide in front of my painted roof. I let her go on, then I play the footage, the roller, the opera humming, the whole thing. Then, the original contract projected huge, her signature and all. She sputters, cries deep fake, but then Phil comes in, arms loaded with old board documents. People start murmuring. Retired Judge Wheeler stands up, calls for a formal vote. By the end, Karen's done stripped of power right there. Except, it never ends that easy. Karen leaves quietly. No tantrum, just cold calculation. I sense she's not done. I dig through the system again, check my hidden Notia's secret camera feed, not even in the plans, my insurance policy. And what do I find? Karen hauling boxes of security equipment into the HOA shed, equipment she bought under a false name, never reported in the budget. She's been building a whole new system, her own private surveillance net. I bring in Joel, an old friend, now a cybersecurity guy. We break into the shed inside, its racks of cameras, a live server, test footage. She's been spying on families, including their kids, storing everything off the books. That's beyond HOA overreach, that's straight up criminal. I gather the evidence, send it all to the DA and the county anonymously at first. But I'm not letting Karen slink away. I call a community meeting and show everything, footage, receipts, the whole operation. People are furious. Karen tries to defend herself, claims it was all for our protection, but the questions cut her off at the knees, especially when a teen asks why a camera was pointed at his sister's window. That's it, no support left. People call for outside oversight, and Karen leaves alone. But that night, I get an anonymous and mail a screenshot from inside my own house. There's a camera in my office I never installed. Karen had been watching me. That's when I go to the sheriff, show him everything. Within days. Karen's house is searched, all her blueprints, plans for blackmail, files on every neighbor. Turns out, she was angling to control everything using fear, secrets, and maybe even profit. With Karen charged and gone, the community starts to heal. The old board comes back. The security grid is rebuilt, distributed, transparent. No more secrets. We even start an oversight committee, volunteers rotating in and out, and the family most invaded by Karen's scheme helps set up a legal group to teach other HOAs about privacy rights. And yet, just as I start to feel peace again, a letter arrives, flash drive note. You won this time, but I wasn't working alone. On that drive, names, emails, vendor logins, a network of HOA leaders, hints of a bigger plan. I sent it all to the DA. As I walk the streets, the neighborhood alive and breathing again, I realize justice sometimes isn't a courtroom scene, it's just regular people finally saying enough. And this time, the only thing standing between us and the next storm is our own courage to call out the darkness when it comes knocking. So what do you think? Is that justice? Or just a pause before the next round? Let me know below, because honestly, this is the kind of fight that needs everyone's voice.